Hello and welcome to Stretford Paddock, and this is the top 5 strikers Manchester United should buy this summer. Now, if you haven't seen the defenders and midfielders list we've already done, make sure you check those out as well. But let's get right into the list. Number 5 is Patson Daka. The 22-year-old Zambian plays for RB Salzburg in the Austrian Bundesliga. He's got 23 goals in 19 appearances this season for them, and another 5 assists as well. Very exciting and talented young striker. Basically replaced Haaland in that team, and he'll be a fantastic addition to Manchester United. And the great thing about him is he may well be a bargain compared to some of the other players on this list. He's not quite as well known, he's not quite as well established, but it's clear that he's a great goal scorer. So Patson Daka is our number 5. Now, number 4 on this list is Sergio Aguero, and I'll be honest, it doesn't sit well with me, this one. But what isn't up for debate is the fact that he has been a world-class striker for the best part of a decade. The only problem is, it's been for Manchester City. 257 goals in 385 games for Manchester City. And to be honest, I've grimaced through almost all of them. He's a top player, 32 years old. And the great thing about Sergio Aguero, if there is anything good about Sergio Aguero, his contract runs out at the end of the summer. And Man City have already announced they will not be renewing that contract. Now, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has already come out and said, you don't swap rivalries. If you've played for Man City for 10 years, you don't come and play for Manchester United. And to me, that feels good. But here's the thing, it's not always up to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. There are multiple people who make these decisions at Manchester United, and he is only one of them. This may be the sort of transfer that the Glazers like, an aging striker for free. Where have you heard that before? Oh yeah, Cavani, Igalo. Aguero next on the list? Perhaps. He's our number 4. Number 3 on our list, and it is Dominic Calvert-Lewin. The Everton striker has got a contract until 2025, but he's come out of the blocks firing this season. He's a completely different player under Carlo Ancelotti. He's got 26 appearances and 14 goals for Everton this season. A fantastic return from a player who for large parts of his career maybe seemed like he would never be prolific. He's certainly turning that reputation around this season. And here's the problem with Calvert-Lewin. You're talking 60, 70, 80 million quid rumoured for a player that, if we're honest, has only ever really had one great goal scoring season, and it hasn't been that great. He's a very good player, and certainly the sort of player that United will be interested in. And if what we're hearing is true, he is a player Manchester United are interested in. It's just whether we can stump up, like I said, 50, 60, 70 million pounds for Dominic Calvert-Lewin. And especially if he goes to the Euros this summer, has a great time, gets 5, 6, 7 goals, you might as well add 20 million quid onto that. So he's the sort of player you have to go early with. Dominic Calvert-Lewin is our number 3. Number 2 on our list, and it is our penultimate striker, and it is Harry Kane, MBE. Now, he did get an MBE for scoring 3 penalties in a World Cup, but he's a world-class striker, one of the best in the world. There is no denying that. But what comes with being one of the best strikers in the world is one of the most ludicrous price tags of any player in history. There are reports of around £150 million being wanted for Harry Kane. Now, this isn't a 21-year-old. This isn't someone that's never had an injury in his life. This is 27-year-old Harry Kane, who has not the best injury record. Now, for that, you get in a world-class player, one of the best in the league, and someone who you know, season after season, can be one of the top scorers in the Premier League, may well go on to break Alan Shearer's goal-scoring record. I think the only thing that will stand in his way is if A, if he moves abroad, or B, if his injuries start to catch up with him. But he's got 19 goals, 13 assists for Tottenham this season, proving he can create as well as get on the end of things. He would be fantastic for Manchester United. The only problem is, like I said, 150 million quid. It is notoriously difficult to deal with Daniel Levy. But Harry Kane himself has come out and said, well, let's get to the summer and we'll see what happens after that, when asked about a move away from Tottenham. So to me, he's open for a move. Will it be to Manchester United? Will United be willing to pay such a hefty fee? Remains to be seen, but he is our number 2 on the list, and what a player he would be. Finally, the number 1 striker Manchester United should sign this summer. You knew it was coming, you've waited from 5, we're here at 1. It is, of course, Erling Haaland. The sensation, the phenom, the robot, whatever you want to call him. He runs around like this and he scores shitloads of goals. 22 appearances in the Bundesliga this season, 21 goals. More goals than games in the Champions League, 10 goals in 7 games for him this season. And he's only 20 years old. Oh, and Ole's coached him at Mulder. It seems like a match made in heaven, but here's the problem. Once again, we are talking about a potential £150 million fee. That is what Dortmund are asking for. That is what's being reported. That is what's stopping Manchester United signing Erling Haaland. There are only a handful of clubs in the world that can afford that, and Man United theoretically are one of them. So I wouldn't rule this one out. Here's the real sweet treat at the end of the rainbow. If Dortmund don't sell him this summer, they have to sell him for £72 million next summer when his release clause becomes active. So they start at 150, but I quickly think the nerves, the edginess, the fact that they may well get £70 million less than they're asking for this year, next year, I think that number will come tumbling down as we get towards the end of the transfer window. It's looking like Real Madrid, Barcelona, Manchester United, Manchester City and Chelsea are the 5 clubs who are seriously interested in Erling Haaland. Reports across all the media that Ole has made him his #1 target. This is going to be one that runs on for a long time. Erling Haaland, of course, is our #1 striker United should sign this summer. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you put your own lists in the comments. Let us know if we've missed anyone. Are there any hidden gems? We're talking your Danny Ingses, your Odion Igalos, your Edinson Cavani's. Is there someone we have missed on this list? Let us know in the comments below. If you aren't subscribed already, make sure you do. Hit the notification bell as well, so every time we post a video, you find out about it first. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you in a bit.